My name is Jeffrey White. I'm from Wolverhampton, and we are doing the Arena. We are doing Mosaic at the Arena Theatre. We practice every Wednesday until we get performances right. We have been performing with other people from other foreign places, Finland, Croatia, Ireland, Belgium. We have been doing other various activities with games with other people, dancing and singing. We've been doing the clown activity, put on the red nose, but you mustn't put it on in front of people, you know. The secret of the idea is turn away to put it on. The project here lasts 2.5 years. This week in Belgium has been absolutely fabulous, especially with the projects that we've been doing. It is a great experience, absolutely fabulous.
I'm Neil Redding. I'm the Artistic Director of the Arena Theatre at the University of Wolverhampton, and for this project I'm one of the Artistic Directors on the project, so looking after the Wolverhampton group and making sure we're working together across the countries. I think a sense of community, so the group that we work with have an incredible bond between themselves already, but I think they can sometimes feel a little isolated, a little disconnected from not just their own community but also the sort of wider community that has an impact on their lives. So I think if they can out of it get a feeling that they're not alone and that there are other people right across Europe who have similar challenges and similar work in similar ways and build similar kind of work, then hopefully it will give them a sort of boost and a feeling that the work they're doing, which is incredibly valuable to us, has value beyond the theatre. I think the thing that would really signal a success to me would be that the communication between the 5 countries was genuine and real and live. So there is an opportunity for there to be obvious, real communication between the countries while the performance is taking place, so that it's organic and there is a genuine connection between those 5 groups of people. So that it's so my feeling would be to use pre-record as little as possible. While there would be bits that obviously need to be pre-recorded to make the show work, I think the more that can be done live, it will really enhance what these groups are doing. It's always challenging working to make any piece of theatre, but it's challenging also working with people with learning disabilities, because they change so much so quickly. So while on one day you can be presented with somebody who's involved in the process, the following day they may not want to engage at all. So a lot of the things that you assume as a director that everybody will turn up ready to work, that's not necessarily the situation. It may be that you're having to spend a lot of time bringing people in and bringing them into the group and giving them an incentive to come and work with you and making sure that they feel part of everything. So I think often it's just about time and how much time you have, and you need a lot more time to work with groups like that. So it's great that the project is over such a long period of time. You know, it would seem like we've got huge amounts of time when the performance is 2 years away or over 2 years away, but actually in terms of the ground we've got to cover in that time, it already feels like maybe not quite enough time. But as somebody much more intelligent than me said, you know, the best way to create something is to have an idea and not quite enough time. So that seems to be the where we're at the moment. And yeah, I think the groups, it's always challenging working with the group that we have at the theatre, but it's always really rewarding as well. And if we can amplify that times 5, because there's 5 groups across 5 countries, then what a great way to make theatre. Just being able to take the group out, just to be able to expose what they do to other people. So quite often, because of the limitations of how far they can travel or the support they need to be able to travel, our group don't really make an impact outside of Wolverhampton, and often don't really make an impact outside of their audience. It's fantastic to know that they will be having an impact in Finland and in Belgium and in Belfast and in Croatia, that to be able to say that a group of people from Wolverhampton, some of whom have never travelled outside of the city before, will be having an impact in those places, and that we'll be able to communicate that with them, and they'll be able to understand that that's what they're doing. That's mind-blowing for some of them. That's life-changing for some of our performers, and that's fantastic. That's what we get out of bed in the morning for.
My name is Frana Brancovic. I'm a theatre director and I'm working with a group in Croatia, Zagreb. Well, I'm working with a group, most of whom never ever stood on a stage and acted. So I would like them to feel comfortable on the stage, to feel comfortable in front of other people, and to have like a platform to express themselves. I'm mostly interested in how my group, I know it's about every single group, but I'm really interested in how my group is going to react to other persons, because some of my participants are really introverts and they feel comfortable only doing scenes with them, among them. So I think it's going to be a challenge, and if they successfully completed that, then we won't have a problem in this project. I'm sure if they manage to work with all the other groups, then that's going to all go perfectly.
My name is Jarmo. Jarmo Schön is my full name, and I'm the artistic director from Tampere, Finland. Organization is called ACCAC Global. I think this is really interesting project for us to participate. Because my group from Tampere, we have worked for 10 years almost together, and we have done lots of different kind of collaborations, but international projects are still quite rare to us, or we are not used to do it. So I think this is a really new opportunity, of course, for me to learn about art more, how to make art with different kind of people from different kind of cultures, with different kind of talents. And also I think my group who will be participating also, they will get to also know how learn how to communicate with different kind of people, because of course it's safe to speak and be there in Finland, but now when we have many different countries and many different cultures working together, so I think there can be lots of surprises how people work.
I am Nicholas Murr, and I am from Belfast, Northern Ireland, and I work for the theatre company called KIC, Kids in Control project. Well, this week we've been getting to know the different ambassadors, of the different countries. Is getting to know what their styles of work. What they do, and from the beginning I felt very nervous and sort of anxious about this, and knowing that I completed this week, and here I know that I can be ready for the next trip.
Ik ben Caroline Rotier. Ik ben in dit project art director. Dat betekent dat ik zeg maar de groep waarmee ik werk met personen met een beperking in de zijp ga begeleiden, ga regisseren zeg maar. Voilà, en ik ga dus samenwerken met de andere art directors uit de andere landen. Ik denk dat het voor mijn groep een heel verrijkende ervaring is om mensen uit andere groepen en andere culturen zeg maar, te leren kennen. Ik denk dat het voor hun een fantastische belevenis is ook om met beeld te werken, met die livestreaming. En ja, ook dat ze die apparaten kunnen vasthouden, misschien bedienen. Ik denk dat ze dat superleuk gaan vinden en dat het echt een verrijking is. Ik denk dat dat livestreamen is gewoon heel spannend. Voor mij was het ook de eerste keer. Ja, ik ken wel Skype en zo videobellen met WhatsApp, maar voor de rest zo echt ik heb zelfs nooit een vergadering gedaan met mensen uit andere landen. Dus voor mij is het allemaal ook heel nieuw. Dus ik vind dat ook heel leuk voor mezelf. Kijk ik zeker naar uit om eraan te beginnen gewoon. Om met de ideetjes terug te komen in België en dan ze te vertellen wat we hier gedaan hebben en hoe het eruit kan zien en ze alvast inspireren.